guys. I'm Lotachiko, also known as Madam 4 Days Junior. I'm using this Madam 4 Days Junior for the first time. Understand? I'm actually Madam 4 Days Junior because it was an inheritance. I got it from my mom, and we are still doing it, When she's not there, I'm there. If the both of us is there, we can do it together too. If it's something that requires traveling, most times I'm the one that does the traveling. If sometimes she's traveled, I'm the one actually in our office doing it. So we treat different kind of health issues when it comes to neurological disabilities, spy of any kind, be it internally and externally. And then we can treat spy through herbs. Understand? Whether the thing has come out, whether it's those internal one. When it comes to poisons, be it ochire, calabar belts, like you're noticing this moving objects in the body, like you've been consistently, you've treated, but still, it's still there. Get it? It's still there. Then come to Madam for all this. Also treating fertility, both for men and for women. Like a man who is having, like, whose organs, like whose male genital organs are not functioning properly or is not performing well as a man. A woman who have, let me say, who is having a fibroid or is not able to conceive any kind of anything relating to male, like female issues, whereby be it the woman has not seen menses for a very long time, or maybe it's painful menstruation, or any as long as it's infertility that is with women, we are there for you. Madam 4 Days International Herbal Cure. We are there for you. Also, the children with neurological disabilities, be it children or adults. You know why I'm actually emphasizing on this neurological disabilities in children? Because if you actually calculate it with me, that like it's kind of more abundant. Yeah. And treatments, as in people who treat it are not is not much. And it can be actually managed medically. When it comes to hydrocephalus, the remedies going for surgery for it to be for them to put shunt on the baby. But when it comes to Madam Ford's international herbal cure, we treat it. Understand? That water covering in the baby's hair, the water will come down, like will reduce. When it comes to that hydrocephalus, you know that these hydrocephalus are some of them that the baby will have hydrocephalus. The baby will still have seizures attached to it. Sometimes attached to it, the baby even to grow like you see a 3 years old child, a 5 years old child will not be looking like a 5 years old child. Understand? So some of these neurological disabilities, all these things are accompanied with them. Why some is just that big head alone, finish. When it comes to this cerebral palsy, this cerebral palsy is of so many kinds. Like I've seen so many kinds. Some like I've seen some where like it's not even like they have gone for treatment. They can't diagnose it. Like they don't have any diagnosis for it. There's no diagnosis. Like tests that have gone for MIR, they have gone for scan. There's no different tests that I've done so many tests on it, but still there's no diagnosis on it. And the ones that they come out with the diagnosis, which is this cerebral palsy, which is this CP now, is for physiotherapy, for going for massaging. And mind you, I'm not saying that medically is not right, but it's not good to go for that physiotherapy. Physiotherapy is so much good. But one thing about this neurological disability is that if it's a child with cerebral palsy who has seizures on top of it, going for physiotherapy, you're going for the day to massage and you rest. You're not treating that one inside. It's still there. Especially if your child is still experiencing seizures. You know, this cerebral palsy, there are some of them that if they sleep for night is not a problem. They don't sleep. They have issues sleeping at night. They can't sleep at night. Why some? They always cry. Any small thing, cry. Like you won't even like you are trying to make them to make sure that you're trying to console them. You get, but still they're not any little thing they cry. They're just being pissed off. Like a child. I'm just trying how I'm just using that pissed off. Like they're wavy. Like they're disturbed. Every time they're crying, some of them they're not sleeping, some of them they're eating, but it's not showing in their body. You understand? These are different. Now when I say this thing comes in different types, like I've seen so many. Like so some of them that they can eat, but it's not showing. Some of them they can't eat. Some of them to eat. You are too often and like you and the child need to fight for that child to eat. Why so many mothers, some mothers are mothers with children with this, they are called actually special children. Mothers with children with who have this neurological disabilities, that are great moms. I'm giving thumbs up for them. Seriously, they are great moms. Because seriously, there's one they bought for us for treatment. A 25 years old guy, the mom is still backing him. Everything is on her. Just imagine giving birth to from zero down to 25. It requires a great mom to do that. So what I'm saying is that if you notice that your child is having issues of issues of this, come to Madam Ford's International Herbal Cure. We give treatment for it. We treat like this is how the treatment goes. Like we'll put the one in the baby's head. That one in the baby's head now we'll put on top, not inside the baby's head, like on top of the baby's head for 7 days. It depends the months. That's some do for 2 weeks. That's some for 7 days. For a child from let me say from child for 2 weeks to 4 5 months, it's 4 days treatment. That one is not actually that, and I have not entered like that. But some of these 5 months, 4 months, we used to do for 7 days. So because some of this thing, like sometimes the thing don't appear immediately. Sometimes your child will be healthy with you for 1 year before you know the thing starts. Understand? So when I say this thing is of different types. So if you give birth to your child and you notice your child is not acting the way it's supposed to act, you bring the child earlier so that the thing will not disfigure the child. You understand? So your child will not be disfigured. You understand? Because just imagine giving birth, you notice that your child doesn't sleep, always cry. You've gone for, I won't say you should just bring it to Madam Fordis. You go, I'm a nurse in this time. I'm a student nurse, still a practicing nurse. But I have worked in the hospital, so I can tell that you won't just bring it. You go for test. But if you're going for test, especially if you've gone for test, they have given you this diagnosis. Hey, what shall start coming to Madam Fordis? Are you hearing? What shall start coming to Madam Fordis International Herbal to get the treatment done? Understand? Or if your child is the one, like those ones where we say the thing they shrink, like it's in Igbo, we also call it Ntawanza. So whereby this one, your child will be getting shrink. Like you'll be like you see a child of 1 year, 6 months, 5 months, looking like a child. Some of them they look like a child who is in the mom's stomach itself. You get so if your child you're feeding, like it's not getting big, it's not growing, it's getting lean. You bring it to Madam Ford, at least it's still early. Some of them are like that. Why some they'll be getting big, but their body used to be very stiff. It's like strong. You get yeah, their body used to be very strong. Especially if these seizures don't they disturb, like if this convulsion have start coming, to start shrinking their hand, like you get start shrinking their hands. Understand? Even their body will be shrink. Some of these things, they have this convulsion. They have this silent convulsion. This one, the baby, you yourself won't even know that what is wrong with your child is convulsion. You get this, you won't even know that it's convulsion that is wrong with your child. Why some this the one that is not silent, like the child will be having these fits, like we're having these seizures, like it will be coming. So whether it's the silent one, whether it's not the silent one, you notice these signs in your baby. Bring your baby to Madam 4 days. Actually, for time's sake, our location is at in Port Harcourt, River State. Understand? We base at Oyibo. There's no video that I put that I don't put that right up there. River State Oyibo. It's 100% genuine and 100% accurate. We give our treatment and you come back with testimonies. It's not that you will do finish, we will treat you finish and you don't come and see testimony. You come back with testimonies. You get so try Madam Ford's International Herbal Care and you testify. Our number is 080 644 24691. You can actually WhatsApp us on 091 266 73757. So this 080 644 24691 is in Madam 4 days himself. You'll be calling directly. You get so you can actually chat me on WhatsApp. Understand? For any questions, for anything you want to ask, you can actually chat me on WhatsApp. I'm available. Thanks.